Hello, this is Mark from I Am Organic Gardening, and today I want to share with you some exciting news that I received a shipment last week, and I want to share with you how this is going to be a big game changer for me and also in the future for my farm and also for my lovely gardens that I have here too. This is going to help me so much, saving time and labor and also cost over the years. So I have it in the barn and I want to share with you. There's some assembly required, so let's take a look inside and see what we have. There it is. Any guesses so far? Let me take the plastic off so you can get a better look. Now that's a much better shot of what you think it might be. So if you guessed it's an electric riding lawnmower by Ryobi, you are 100% correct. It will last up to 2.5 hours per charge and can cut up to 2 acres of lawn. I'll be right back. I'm going to cut some of that packing material off and get it assembled. So how is this going to be a game changer on my farm? 1, less time that I have to run to the gas station to get gasoline. 2, my other lawnmower, which is 15 years old, needs a new transmission on it. There's actually 2 of them, and one of them broke on it, and I have to replace that. And that part, it costs $1,700, brand new to fix. I've been looking for over a year right now to try to get a part maybe used from somebody else too, and it's just not available. And with this, which is fully electric, I have some windmills outside, which I can also charge this with too. It will take a little bit longer than plugging into an outlet, but that's also my main goal, is not to pollute the environment anymore. This is available. I waited over a year for it, and it's going to do a great job. And the main reason is not just much for cutting grass on my property or cutting my cover crops down, but this is the other reason. This is the back of the lawnmower, and you can see that I have a nice heavy-duty trailer hitch, so I'm able to pull a wagon around and bring things out to my farm. I don't mind walking it, and I usually do it most of the time, but when I harvest and you have anywhere from 100 pounds up to 200 pounds of tomatoes and you need to bring it back, I'm going to be using this with a cart behind it than my tractor or my pickup truck. What's funny and also sad at the same time is that I spend more gasoline in my lawnmower to fill it up all the time over a year than I do in my pickup truck. The reason why is because I have 3 acres of grass to cut. It's not that efficient. It's an old machine. And in my pickup truck, I don't commute to work. So if you cut that out of your daily routine, I'm basically working 12-hour days on the farm anyway, so I'm not driving around a lot, and I grow most of my food, so I'm not shopping, and there's not a lot of other needs that I need to be driving with my pickup truck. So you can imagine that I spend more money on gasoline maintaining this farm and also to cut down low areas to keep everything nice and tidy for the requirements in my town. And you say, why don't you get some type of sheep or something else too to maintain those areas? I'm not allowed to put a fence up in front of my property. Any fence that goes on your property has to start behind your house. Only a couple of quick items I have to assemble. I just have to bolt the seat on, which is 2 bolts, and in here is the battery charger, which I'll just plug in, and it has to charge overnight before using it. And I have here is this extended steering column, and I believe that's the steering wheel. So I place my adjustable seat on. Now you just have to connect the batteries down below here. Then before you close everything up, you just have to connect the safety switch. Next we have our steering wheel. We just take this hole and match it up with the top hole and slide it in, like so. Attach the screw, tighten everything up. Plastic column is next, goes right on top. Stugs into place. Cover. Snaps on. Then we have our kit, which is our washers. First, the washer with the bevel goes up, spring. Next washer with the bevel goes down. Here on top, like so. The splines of the steering wheel go over the splines of the aluminum nut. Make sure your steering wheel is straight. Locks in like so. Heavy duty washer goes on top. And then your nut goes on top of that and tighten down accordingly. And then when you're all done, you put your cover on. So now everything's fully assembled. That's simple. To get it off the cart, you just put it in reverse once you have charged it up, or you can actually do it now, they say. But I'm going to charge it up first overnight, and then you remove the black poles here in the back here, and you just drive it right off the cart. Last but not least, we have our high quality battery charger here. Nice all aluminum housing. And it's just going to slowly charge the battery. It's not a lithium battery that's in here. It's a nice, just old-fashioned battery that's low and inexpensive to replace. And now this will just give it a nice trickle charge overnight. It takes about, they say, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours to recharge the battery. Located on the back of the seat is an easy opening charging port. And then the extension goes right in. And you're all set to go. And there's also a light indication here. When it's done, it will turn green. There's a little light on the side, an LED light. You'll be able to see the lawnmower working very nicely in the next video when I have to go out and plant some trees in the field. I'll be using it then to hold a wagon out there with the trees on it. And here we have, I want to show you this too before the end of the video. This is our instrument cluster here. There's a place that you can put your cell phone and also charging port here for that too. And then we have all our controls, forward and reverse, and then the red button pulls up, and that engages your mower, and you're all set to go. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and give it a thumbs up if you think it can turn our planet to be a little bit more greener.